Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Bulbul. Welcome to our daily English news flash on Rahan Raib Online TV. And here are today's all main top stories making headlines. Ongoing violence over land dispute sparks crisis in Gilgit region. US-trained Danab forces and Jubbaland Darwish forces intensify security operations in lower Juba region. Somali Journalist Syndicate condemns police harassment against journalists amid Mogadishu protests. Turkish government launches major oil exploration project in Somalia. Ongoing violence over land dispute sparks crisis in Gilgit region. Clashes between two clan militias in the Gilgit region have resulted in multiple casualties. The conflict started late last night and continues to the Bidan Dairy area located between Dosam Raib and Gadon. This escalation has drawn in more fighters, exacerbating the violence in this strategically significant area. The conflict stems from a land dispute among nomadic communities, a common source of tension in the region. What started as localized disagreement quickly turned violent, with both sides mobilizing armed militias. Location and the ongoing nature of the conflict have made it difficult to determine the full extent of the casualties. This incident is part of a broader pattern of clan-based violence in Gilgit, a region frequently troubled by inter-clan fightings. Despite efforts to promote peace, such conflicts persist, driven by deep-rooted grievances. So far, no mediation efforts have been initiated to resolve this conflict. The ongoing clashes underscore the urgent need for a comprehensive strategy to address the causes of clan violence in the region. US-trained Danab forces and Jubbaland Darwish troops intensified security operations in lower Juba region. Jointly coordinated operations intensified by the US-trained special forces known as Danab Commandos and the Jubbaland State Darwish forces are currently underway in various areas of lower Juba region. The operation is aimed to eradicate Al-Shabaab militants in the region. The joint forces have established checkpoints on several roads near their bases, conducting thorough investigation of vehicles and passengers traveling within the region. The Danab military commandos, supported by Jubbaland Darwish forces, have also established new defensive positions on the outskirts of Bula Haji, an area they have successfully defended from previous Al-Shabaab militants. In recent days, these combined forces have conducted rigorous operations that led to the capture of several young individuals suspected of being affiliated with Al-Shabaab fighters. These detainees are now in the custody of Jubbaland State Security Forces, who are carrying out extensive investigations. The broader campaign to clear Al-Shabaab fighters from various regions of the country is part of a rare and a significant effort involving federal forces, state forces, and local militias known as Ma'awisley. This coordinated effort has resulted in major success, with Al-Shabaab being driven out of several key locations across the country. Somali Journalist Syndicate condemns police harassment against journalists amid Mogadishu protests. Somali Journalist Syndicate (SJS) has strongly condemned the recent wave of violence, arbitrary detention, and intimidation by Somali police forces against journalists covering protests in Mogadishu. The protests erupted following the closure of Bakara Market, the largest in the Somali capital, due to new taxes and fees imposed on local businesses, leading to a two-day strike by the business community. Despite the critical nature of the situation, journalists attempting to report on the event faced significant harassment from police authorities. On August 18, 7 local journalists were briefly detained at Holwadak police station after reporting from Bakara Market. The journalists who were covering the business closures were taken to the police station under the pretense of attending a press conference, only to be held for 2 hours before being released with warning not to report further on the market closures. Among the detained were reporters and cameramen from various local media stations, including Hirasho TV, VOA, and Mustaqbal Media. The incident disrupted their reporting activities and their equipment was temporarily confiscated. Further incident occurred on August 9 when two female reporters, Ni'ima Muhyiddin from Somali Cable TV and Safa Osmani, freelancer for Dalsan TV, reported being harassed and threatened by police officers while covering the ongoing protests at Bakara Market. In one alarming incident, a police officer reportedly cocked his pistol and pointed it at Na'ima's head, forcing her to leave. Similarly, Himilo TV's journalist Abdurrahman Noor Mohammed and his cameraman were chased away from the protest site and later confronted by a police officer while recording on Makkah al-Mukarramah Road. In response to these events, Somali Journalist Syndicate Secretary General Abdullah Ahmad Mumin condemned the police actions, stating that such behavior is unacceptable and undermines press freedom. Mumin called for an immediate and thorough investigation into the incident, urging accountability for the officers involved. He emphasized that no journalist should be targeted or detained for simply doing their job and reporting on matters. Turkish government launches major oil exploration project in Somalia. Turkey has launched oil exploration operation along Somalia, marking a significant expansion of its presence in the Horn of Africa. This is part of Turkey's broader strategy to diversify its energy sources and strengthen its geopolitical influence in the resource-rich Africa. This exploration comes as Somalia seeks to pose its economic perspectives, with oil and gas potentially offering a critical source of revenue for the country's development. Turkey's involvement in Somalia extends beyond energy exploration, reflecting a deepening partnership between the two nations. Over the past decades, Turkey has become one of the Somali's key allies, providing aid, infrastructure development, and military training. The oil exploration efforts are seen as continuation of this strategic relationship with potential benefit for both countries. For Somalia, the discovery of commercially viable oil reserves could be transformative, providing much-needed economic growth and stability. Thank you for watching our latest news from Somalia.